The hot stove continues to simmer. Some notable deals that you might have missed. We're going to recap these really quick since our last recording. The Rays sent outfielder Jose Siri to the Mets for pitcher Eric Orzi. The Royals sent pitcher Brady Singer to the Reds for outfield Joey Wiemer and second baseman Jonathan India. There it goes. We knew Jonathan India was headed somewhere. He finally did. Very excited. Good for him. And he now gets to go play with the Royals, which is a great spot. Yusei Kikuchi, who's a pitcher, signed a 3-year deal with the Angels.
Well, we can talk about that in just a minute.
Blake Snell signed a 5-year deal with the Dodgers. An embarrassment of riches over there in Los Angeles. Kyle Higashioka, 2-year deal with the Rangers. That's terrific, but also unforeseen. Clay Holmes signed a 3-year deal with the Mets. Good luck. Blake Trinan signed a 2-year deal with the Dodgers because they need more. Why not? Tyler O'Neill, left fielder, moved away from Boston, signed a 3-year deal with the Orioles. This is fantastic for the Orioles and for Tyler O'Neill, honestly. Great clubhouse guy.
Yep.
Pitcher Aroldis Chapman continues to move around and play baseball. He signed a 1-year deal with the Red Sox. Willie Adames signed a 7-year deal with the Giants. I did not see that coming. Garrett Crochet was finally traded, and now he's with the Red Sox. They gained 4 prospects in the deal. Nate Eovaldi re-signs with the Rangers, this time for 3 years. That's great for Nate Eovaldi. Brewers send Devin Williams. He's a pitcher, goes to the Yankees. We get rid of Nasty Nestor Cortez and Kalen Durbin. The Astros sent Kyle Tucker, of all people, to the Cubs. In return, they get third baseman Isaac Paredes, Cam Smith, who's a prospect, and Hayden Wesneski, who's a pitcher. Very excited. Can't believe anybody would let go of Kyle Tucker, but, you got to move stuff around.
All about the monies.
Max Fried signs an 8-year deal with the Yankees. Greatest situation in the history of situations for us right now. The Cubs sent outfield first baseman Cody Bellinger to the Yankees. Cody Poteet is the return. I can't believe that happened.
That's an absolute steal. Holy cow. I saw that. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. How did they fleece the Cubs with that one?
Highway robbery. And Cody Poteet, it's got a lot of stuff. It's not bad, but not for Belly. Cleveland sent Josh Naylor to the D-backs for Slade Ciccone, whatever, and a competitive balance round pick, round B.
That's another steal right there, by the way.
Yeah.
By the D-backs.
Unbelievable.
So real quick about Cody Poteet. I knew it was a low number, but I forgot that it was this low. He has appeared in 44 games over the course of 3 seasons.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Andrew McCutchen re-signed with the Pirates for another let's try it out year. This one, I was like, oh, okay.
I think he's just taking it 1 year at a time. We'll see how I feel.
Yep. Well, I think they are too. They're like, we'll see how he does. Everybody wins with a 1 year by 1 year deal. It's like a month-to-month rental contract with him. It's just like, let's see what happens. And I love it. Walker Buehler signed a 1-year deal with the Red Sox. I do not understand how the Dodgers let him slide out. I get it with other moves that they've made, but that's a tough one to let go.
Closed out the World Series for you twice.
Yeah, that's... Christian Walker signs a 3-year deal with the Astros. Whew, I don't like that one. Paul Goldschmidt signs a 1-year deal to play first base for the Yankees. Corbin Burns signed a 6-year deal with the D-backs. That's crazy. Charlie Morton signed a 1-year deal with the Orioles. That's crazy. Teoscar Hernandez signs a 3-year deal to stay in Los Angeles, play for the Dodgers. That is awesome. Okay.
And from what I saw, I think he took less money to stay. That he's like, at this point, it's not about the money. He's like, I'm where I want to be, which good on him. Like, he had a great year last year. So why the heck not? It's way better than what it was in Seattle. So good for him that he found his spot for the guy.
Right. Yeah. If there's mojo, Stay there, JoJo.
Yeah.
Okay, infielder Kim Hee-song. I don't know, whatever. Kim Hee-song from the KBO signed with the Dodgers. I said whatever because of the friggin' Dodgers. And the Dodgers sent Gavin Lux to the Reds. We don't know what they got in return, but Gavin Lux had a rough couple of years. It'll be interesting
Recovery
to see
from an
if
ACL tear, had the yips for a
Yep.
little bit. Yeah, I hope he does well with the Reds. I don't know. I mean, that small ballpark could be good for him
True.
because Dodger Stadium is enormous.
Yep.
So that smaller ballpark could be really good. But that happened like Brig, like as I was sitting down getting
Yep.
ready to come on here, like that happened within the last little bit. So
yep. There's been talk
pretty
about
cool.
Gavin Lux for a couple of days, but they finally pulled the
Yeah,
trigger.
ever since the Kim signing, and a lot of the Mariners fans like, we want Lux. I'm like, I don't think we want Lux.
Dude,
I'm
because he
okay.
keeps getting moved around. They're like, we want his
Uh,
bat in the lineup, but he's a defensive liability.
yeah, exactly
It's
right.
true. We'll see what happens. But they've got a really
Yeah.
young infield over there in Cincinnati, and maybe this will bring some massive veteran
Well, no
capabilities. And
pressure. There's no pressure for him there.
totally,
With the Dodgers, there's a ton
yes,
of pressure between the brand, the urgency to win, and everything. Like maybe going to Cincinnati where there's not nearly as much pressure, and like you said, younger guys around where he can be the veteran
right?
presence, right? Maybe that'll be better for him. So I don't know.
Makes
I think it's a
sense.
good move, a good spot for him because they needed a second baseman after that India deal. Which, by the way, talking about a guy I wanted in Seattle. I've been wanting India in Seattle for like 2 years,
I know.
and because they've been talking about dealing him for this long, and Kansas City's a great spot for him. Brady Singer is going to go into that Cincinnati starting rotation and just be a dude.
Oh yeah,
Like he had such a great year. He
yeah,
is
it's
so
gonna be
good.
awesome.
And so I think it's a great deal for both teams. Was I upset? Yes, but it worked out for everybody.
What will you do about that? I have no idea.
Were there
Um,
any of these that really stood out to you though, Brady?
Bellinger's move obviously stood out to me.
Big time.
And given Max Fried an 8-year deal, feels like a little longer maybe than I would like it to have been, but not the worst decision ever. So we'll see.
Let's see, how old is he? He's 30, so that's about right for a 30-year-old.
Yeah, I guess you could say
He
that.
should be okay.
The biggest questions I have still, I mean, I have a number of questions. Obviously, I wonder what's going on with Anthony Rizzo. That's a big question mark, especially with the Paul Goldschmidt deal. Yeah, that's the biggest one. And where is Tyler O'Neill going to play in Baltimore? Who's moving around? That'll be interesting to watch. The Bregman situation continues to be a question mark.
Yeah, we'll get there in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
the
what
big
about
one,
you?
another big one for me was the Kyle Tucker deal.
Yeah, I mentioned
I
that.
was like, as a Mariners fan, I was like, either get him out of the AL West or get him into Seattle. Those are the only two options, right? Like, it's like I don't care who you trade, get me Kyle Tucker.
Right. Right.
Like, I want that dude on my team. And if he's not on my team, get him out. So I'm so glad he's out of the AL West, out of the American League in general, because that means that if the Mariners make the playoffs, there is no chance of seeing him until you get to the World Series.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like,
You,
thank you
you can have
so
your heart
much,
broken then.
Houston, for doing that. Yeah, I know. But let's be honest with the Cubs. So, like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
But no, that is a great deal for the Cubs. Cubs fans, you're gonna love that dude so much.
Yeah,
I am
he's
excited for
incredible.
you.
Same
Our
with
favorite
the
Cubby.
Willie Adames deal came as a surprise, and the obviously I made a big deal of the Aroldis Chapman one during the rundown of them, but I'm just continue to be shocked that he remains capable of adding value.
And it feels like every year it's like, is he going to? We'll see. He did this last year, kind of, right? For the most
Kind
part, I
of,
guess. Not where you
yeah,
would want him to, but yeah, it was there. With the Pirates. And it's funny because I remember when he signed to the Pirates last year, it was like It's like watch the Aroldis Chapman deadline deal because whatever team he gets traded to is winning the World Series because that's how it goes
It's how it's
typically.
been. Yeah, exactly.